Welcome to Enchanted Moments Podcast. I'm Monica.
I'm Spencer.
And I'd like to talk a little bit about frequency. We've talked about it in different situations throughout our other podcasts, but I want to talk about frequency specifically in how it is going to interact and does interact with your body every single day. We are made up of frequency. Everything has a frequency. It's energy. Tesla worked with it. He used frequency and energy without needing wires, so we know that it's passing through us perpetually. If you look at us as photons, atomic light, basically, if you take a vessel, say a glass container, and make it a vacuum, that takes out everything and it's supposed to be totally empty. It still has photons. And they found that if they put DNA into that container, just that, with the photons that are there no matter what, the photons form in the same design as the DNA, which is fascinating to me. So we are perpetually being replicated as we sit here. Our DNA is frequency, obviously, has its own frequency. Every one of our organs has a frequency. Our blood has a frequency. Our chakras have a frequency. It's like we're a radio, and it's AM, FM, Sirius. I don't know. But we are constantly able to tune into different frequencies if we choose to, but we're being assailed by frequencies as well. And there's so much in our environment today that is bombarding us that I think we have forgotten that there are ways for us to tune into frequencies that could be calming or grounding or healing. Many people are working with frequencies today. Back in the early 1900s, Royal Rife, who was friends with Tesla, makes perfect sense to me, came up with a design for this amazing microscope. He was a physician, and what he wanted to do was to see what was going on at the microscopic level. And there weren't microscopes that worked then, right? It was early. Think about it, just past the 1890s, right? So he designed this contraption that had mirrors and microscopes attached to it and all kinds of weird things. It looked like this octopus Rube Goldberg thing, right? However, it was 60,000 times stronger than the microscopes in use for that period of time. So he could see down to microbe level. And what he did with that information, which was way ahead of his time, right, was to look at the light, color, and sound frequencies of those particular microbes. So he did experiments and found that if he shot these microbes with it could be a virus, it could be anything, right? With its actual frequency. Once you knew what the frequency was and you made the frequency vibrate with that particular microbe, virus, whatever, that it would destroy it. Okay, so the interesting thing was that he went all over the place with this, but he published significant amounts of information that was totally thrown out by mainstream science. When he had the experiments of bringing unhealable people from institutions, mostly women with cancer, he used his frequencies to specifically target the cancer in the bodies, and within weeks to months, he had eliminated it totally from these people. I'm not saying we can cure cancer, okay? I'm just saying that after he did this, they burned down his lab and destroyed his microscope. So there's way too much money floating out there today in the name of cures or just keeping us alive that really don't cure us, right? So we are going to start working with frequency here. I'm a master teacher sound practitioner with tuning forks, and I'm taking the knowledge I have from tuning forks and I'm merging it into 21st century technology. So we are going to do frequencies that you listen to, which will adapt your body. You don't have to think of it in terms of healing something. We're going to work with wellness. So we can do a scan through all the chakras. You can do the Earth Star chakra, the Soul Star chakra, all your 7 chakras, whatever those frequencies are, and play them in a loop for a period of time that will support wellness. It's also great for emotional and spiritual development. So there's lots of frequencies that specifically target the pineal gland, which we have calcified and calcified and calcified in our current way we eat, what we drink, how we live. And that is, of course, your third eye, basically. So it would help to reinforce any work that you were doing with intuition, spiritual development, those things. So give us a call if you want to schedule some time using these frequencies. The other thing we're going to be doing is there are some devices out there that specifically generate the electromagnetic frequencies. So from 0 to 9,999. So you can put this little device in your space. It goes up to 250 square feet. So if you put it on your desk, if you were working, if you put it in the kitchen, if you put it in the bedroom, those are spaces where you could utilize the electromagnetic fields along with the sound frequencies to kind of get the double whammy of wellness. So we are going to be selling those devices. They are like $299. And then there's a charging station that's $39. And you can move it around your house. You can try it with your kids for sleeping. You can try it with pets. It is safe no matter what. We are not doing anything where we are creating an electrical stimulation to the body in a specific place, so we don't have to worry about any kind of adverse reactions to these things. They cannot hurt you. So by listening to the frequencies, by having the electromagnetic fields in your space, you can really do work with eliminating the noise from today's environment and to keep our frequencies in the right spots. Because in order for us to get from third dimensional life to fifth dimensional, we need to be able to keep our frequencies at a higher level. We need to be balanced. We have to have that overall wellness of our physical bodies and our energetic bodies so that we are ready and able to make those shifts. So if you are interested, please give us a ring or come in and talk to us. It is a wonderful way to work with your body. It may sound kind of woo-woo, but everything you have is a frequency. So knowing what those frequencies are and how to enhance them or eliminate the ones that we don't want anymore, this is the way, I think, the safe, wonderful, energetic, balancing way to do it. I think it's worked out really nicely for me. I'm going to try some experiments myself. Ida Lee is going to participate with an experiment for some things she wants to work on. So we will have our own data to share with you at some point. But we know that things are changing around us all the time. The Schumann resonance for the Earth has always been 7.83. But what we're finding now is that it is changing. And some experiments that have been done with the Schumann resonance of the Earth are showing that it's probably more around 40 now instead of 7.83. So the frequency of the Earth around us is changing. So we need to be able to adapt. And if we're not able to do that quickly enough, it causes us to feel stressed. So we want to be able to help eliminate that stress. So and we can do Reiki sessions. We can do sound healing with tuning fork sessions. We can do the frequency sound healing sessions. We can put you in space with one of the electromagnetic, and you can try these and see how you feel after doing it for 1 or 2 times, and see if it's something you want to put into your world on a regular basis. We can, if they work out well for you, make a custom sound frequency MP3 from what has been working for you over a period of at least 3 sessions. So if you do 3 sessions and you find that it's making a big difference, we can create a customized MP3 for you as well. Think of it in terms of a lot of meditation and a lot of working with spirit, that this will enhance that. This can put you into a specific frequency so that you can do a deeper meditation. It's not going to meditate for you, but it's going to create that frequency of your brain waves so that you are able to be in a meditative state for a longer period of time if you're already meditating. So give it a try. We're here to answer questions if you want. We have a little brochure. It's pretty basic, but it basically tells you what vibrations are, how they work. Albert Einstein said everything in life is vibration. I think we recognize that what we can do in our energetic field creates whatever happens in our physical bodies. So I recommend you try it. If you don't like it, that's okay too. It's just another tool in the box for you to use in your journey. So feel free to give us a ring or schedule some time. Minimum amount of time is 15 minutes, just like everything else we offer. You can do it in 15-minute increments. If you want to try a 15-minute chakra sweep or a meditation or whatever, give us a call and we will set it up for you. So we appreciate you. We are always trying to find new ways to enhance your spiritual journey and keep those frequencies high. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.